Well, howdy, gamers.
Howdy it is.
It's your boys, and we are back with our 12th episode of FPS Guides Podcast.
Whoop!
Yes, sirree.
Number 12.
We got
Double
a new,
digits.
We got a new shirt with quotations this time.
For some reason. Don't really know why, but it's there.
Fucking t-shirt guy, man, I swear to God.
We got them in white now. Oh. And y'all can order them now.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
true.
And
That's true.
we got a really good deal from a local t-shirt printer in town. So you can get these shirts for $15. That's the cost.
You can support local businesses.
And you can support local businesses.
Which is
And
always a
us
good
at the
thing.
same time.
Yes.
And us.
And he promised not to put the quotations next time, so...
Good.
Better not.
Good.
Swear to God. Key that guy's card.
Well, happy morning, everybody.
Well, happy morning to
Good
y'all.
morning. It is Red Dead Day.
It
if
is
you guys
Red Dead
didn't
Day.
notice.
The time has come, ladies and gents, for Red Dead Redemption 2. It has been, what, a whopping like 8 years?
8 years of development for this. Can you imagine working on
years.
one thing for 8 years? All right,
Yes.
man. So have this ready by 2018. What?
It's crazy. I was still in high school when the first one came out.
Yeah, it was.
Like, it was wild.
Did they really work on it for 8 years? Or did they have, like, one person working
mean-
on maybe stories for a good 4
I mean,
years
this
of
game's
that?
100+ gigs, man. I'm 8 years probably.
There's a buttload of content in this game.
Yeah?
And yeah, it's I mean, it's quite possible they spent that. I mean, yeah, I'm sure they set resources and people, manpower aside to go work on like GTA 5 online and all that stuff.
But the majority.
But
yes,
yeah,
I
I'm
would
sure
say
it had a
yes.
dedicated team the whole time, which is
Insane.
this is a pretty big project to spend.
Can you imagine you get
8
an
years of
approval?
your life
you get
on.
an approval date 8 years from now.
Like, how would you even know what's still
Shit.
cool or not? Like, you know, some jokes that were... Like, the sense of humor, I think, of people in general 8 years ago, and what's... I guess...
Yeah, but you can change that.
Yeah,
You can change it.
Yeah.
Because it's code. You
Probably-
can just change it. Nothing
probably-
bad ever
I
happens.
wonder what
with
they've
that.
been working on
Yeah.
for 8 years.
Nothing-
They should have stuff
nothing
driving
bad ever
around.
Nothing
happens
bad
when you
ever
change
happens
code.
when changing code. Yeah,
Nothing.
you know, it's not like it takes like thousands of hours or anything like that. But yeah, lots of crazy stuff in it. We're all definitely going to be playing it this weekend. And
For sure.
Are we
For
going to be
sure.
streaming it? Are you going to be streaming it? Should I stream it? Should we get Danny Boy stream it?
We should get Daniel to do it.
We should get Daniel to do it.
Yeah, we'll make Daniel do it.
All right. Yeah, we'll make the new guy do it.
Yeah, we'll make the new guy stream it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so hard. Play a game you've been waiting for 8 years.
Or
Oh,
one of
no.
us will. Either way, we'll be dropping some hot gameplay and some walkthroughs and
So
our
look out for
first
that.
impressions
Definitely the first impression.
this weekend, if I have time. It's a busy weekend for me. So, y'all know who we are. I'm Captain Stiffy.
Quote.
Top
quote,
Hat
unquote.
Jones on my right.
That's me.
Elo Connell SC over on my left. No, I'm sorry, Elo Connell SC over on my left. And you know what we do? We bring news. We
Latest
bring
news.
the latest news. We bring opinions. We bring a little bit of jokes every once in a while.
Little bit of discussion topics
We're
as
not
well.
very funny, but you know we try.
I'm not funny. You're funny.
Yeah, you're pretty funny, dude. I mean, you know, you definitely have your moments. You definitely get some laughs in the office. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let's start with the headlining stories for today, Mr. Top Hat.
All right,
Start us off.
Yeah, so the first headline we got to talk about here is that a very, very prestigious and high-up executive at EA,
Ooh.
Miss Jade Raymond,
Ooh.
who has left the company, just left EA 3 years after she started EA Motive. So she started a studio under EA 3 years ago, and now she just left.
She left. She working with another developer.
She
Do you
hasn't
have
said
any ideas,
she
or-
hasn't said anything. The
She
only statement
retiring?
we've had is EA saying, "Oh, thanks for your work, blah blah blah. We value you," but she has not responded.
Well, she's
So this
not,
tells
huh?
me this is like a very acrimonious like split of like
Just
go
out of
fuck
the
yourself,
blue.
EA.
Oh,
Like I don't like you.
What's the rumor mill saying as to reasons?
Yeah, we have any ideas?
They're saying the rumors are saying the new person that EA chose to head her studio.
Uh-huh.
She didn't want that because she founded it, so she wanted to be the head of it. Which I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, I understand that.
But so basically, the rumors are that they kind of pushed her out and replaced her with this new girl, and she was like, "Nah, fuck that." I'm out of here. See ya. And this is a big deal because like she was a producer on the original Assassin's Creed. She was an executive producer on EC2, and she founded Ubisoft Toronto, which is huge. They made Far Cry 5, Splinter Cell, Blacklist. Like she has a lot of
some
experience
really
and,
good games, and she's
really good development.
Yeah.
How active was her participation in the creative direction of those?
Well, she was
games.
Producer on the original Assassin's Creed, but then she was executive producer on Assassin's Creed 2. So she had a pretty heavy hand in most of her work.
And she probably got a lot of the say in what
Was she like a
went
Steve
on.
Jobs kind of leader where he had a lot of direct input on how the product should be? Or was she
Yeah,
more
I
like
think so. I think she was, because she originally started as a developer and then she became like a producer and executive producer.
So this will hurt the studios.
Yeah, I think it will.
Possibly.
I think
Yeah.
it will.
Possibly. It depends
She's on her own?
how well their placement
She has made no comments yet. She has not said anything on
Ooh.
Twitter, anything to anybody,
Wow.
Maybe
which
she'll
is like
be-
a big deal.
Maybe she'll be moving to another studio.
Hopefully she does. Hopefully she moves like to somewhere that would want to keep her. You're like, that's a hell of a resume right there.
I mean, yeah,
I
that's-
founded 2 studios. Oh my god,
Exactly.
what?
It is, yeah. I mean, she's
Yeah.
got that experience. I don't see why not.
Yeah. So I think she'll land on her feet. She's talented. She'll get there.
All right.
But that's kind of like a little bit shocking for EA. We'll see how they handle it. And not Ubisoft Toronto, I'm sorry. EA Motive was the campaign studio behind Battlefront 2, not the online or anything. They did the campaign only.
For Battlefront 2.
Battlefront
okay.
2, yeah. Which was regarded well. So
Yeah.
I think
better than the
this
first
is a
one.
bad move on EA, but we'll see. We'll see.
Already?
Why don't you tell us about the next one, since
Okay.
you're probably going to talk a lot about that.
Okay. So, Bethesda has release dates for their betas.
Yes, they do.
We talked a bit last week about how to get into the beta. If you want to circle back to that video, it is kind of a pain in the ass, from what I remember.
Yeah, it is. Just basically follow Fallout and
Yeah.
Bethesda Studios on.
Follow them on social media. You got to sign up
On
for
Twitter.
the beta on some other thing. You got to pre-order the game, all kinds of stuff. But if you did all that,
If you jump through all those.
if you
hoops.
did jump through all those hoops, kudos to you, sir. They're going to have dates for the second and third tests on October 27th and October 28th, respectively.
That's right.
Test 2 is going to be USPT 2 to 4 p.m., USET 5 to 7 p.m.,
And then you got UK time.
UK time 10 to
and
12,
Australian time.
and Australian time 8 to 10
Man, that's
a.m.
That sucks.
So-
Dude. They don't roll. They don't. It's not time zones with everyone.
Yeah, they're kind of
Man, that
all
blows.
over the place. Yeah, Australia's going to be like dirt in the morning. Get up at 8 a.m. to play some Fallout, I guess.
Yeah, 10 p.m. to 12 a.m.
Yeah.
in the UK.
In the UK,
That's ridiculous.
hopefully you don't have to work the next day, everyone, because you're gonna be staying up late if you want to try out the
Yeah. And they're only 2 hours.
that beta. And
Rather
it's only
than last time. They
yeah.
were 4 hours last time.
a 2-hour slot. I mean, anyone
do anything in 2
anyone
hours.
who's played a Fallout game, 2 hours is enough time to like make your character and walk
And
to
go out into the
walk to
world.
the second settlement. I mean, you really can't get that far in those kinds of games. They take a lot of time to get through. So that's the second test. We have a third test. It's going to be USPT 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. USET 12 to 2 p.m. UK is going to be
pretty good.
5 to 7 p.m. That's not too bad, but if you're just getting home from work, you're probably going to miss that one, which
Yeah,
sucks.
probably.
And Australia 3 to 5 a.m.
That sucks.
Dude, you got to be like up in the middle of the fucking morning, early morning, late nights
To get this beta.
to get this beta if you're in Australia. So sorry, folks.
Yeah, sorry, Down Under.
Ugh. Sucks to be you guys, I guess.
Man, that's really shitty.
Yeah. So it looks like they didn't really have the gamers' interest in mind when they came up with these times.
Not really. And this is Xbox only right now. FYI, the PS4 and PC betas don't come out until the 30th. So
Yeah.
this is all for Xbox.
Whack, man.
It is
Hey,
whack, dude.
what's up, Rio Fibonacci? How y'all doing? We're doing pretty good, man.
Doing all right.
It's a
doing all right.
Friday. It's the weekend.
Hell yeah, it's
coming
Friday.
up.
Red Dead weekend, baby.
I'm trying to take it easy today. Don't tell my boss he sits right next to me though.
Take it easy. It's pedal to the metal Friday.
There's no way to
No,
take it
Friday.
easy. What is that?
Who takes it? No one takes it easy here. We all work.
All right. I think
So,
that's a good segue leading into our next story because
Yeah. So
Bethesda knows what they're getting into.
other news in Bethesda. Moving on over into the little bits.
Yeah, little
stories. Bethesda puts out a letter to fans saying Fallout 76 is new ground, so there will be lots of bugs.
Yes.
So they're basically coming out and admitting it's like, yeah, this is going to be
A janky.
this is going to
shit
be a
mess.
janky shit show, and you're gonna want to take the whole game with a grain of salt, basically.
Yeah, this is like this doesn't make me feel warm and fuzzy about Fallout. What about you? You're the Fallout fan here. Like,
I mean, the thing is when the Fallout or Bethesda games like Fallout or Skyrim or whatever comes out, I expect it to have bugs because games of that size and that magnitude, like every Fallout game I've played, every Bethesda game I've played, every Elder Scrolls I've played, all has had little janky bugs, just little inconveniences, only sometimes are they game breaking, like when they're like you can't finish a quest, which is like super fucking frustrating because
Yeah, but this is-
something messed up. I mean, yeah, it's 2018.
this shouldn't be an excuse.
This
dude.
shouldn't be an excuse. And
If CD Projekt Red, who is a much smaller developer, can put out The Witcher 3 with way less bugs and it's a way bigger game,
true.
Bethesda should be able to fucking get their shit together.
That's true. But, that is true. This is new ground for Bethesda. They don't really make online games. I mean, they have the Elder Scrolls Online. Wait, did Elder Scrolls Online, was that them?
ESO, yeah, that's
ESO,
them.
that they did make that? Okay.
That was them. I actually played that game.
ESO?
ESO, yeah, that's
Yep,
them.
that's Bethesda. Might be treated
That's
a little...
Morrowind, right? Morrowind, Elder Scrolls.
No, Elder Scrolls Morrowind was one of
It's a standalone.
was a standalone RPG like Skyrim is. And
Is that Bethesda though?
Yeah,
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 Okay.
pretty sure.
yeah.
Yeah, I played that game. That was way too
Played
hardcore
that?
for me. It was super hardcore.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
I mean,
getting into,
it's basically the same formula,
You're
like
getting into the real level.
but Skyrim's just a lot prettier than Morrowind's, because they all updated everything. But
Chinese guy is back.
and Fallout's a lot like that.
Fallout's a lot like that?
A lot like Morrowind's, but instead of
hardcore.
swords and magic and stuff, you have guns and mutants and
Yeah.
cool
Huh.
stuff. I love it though. So yeah, get ready for that, Fallout fans. Sorry.
This makes me mad, dude. Like, they should just get a new engine. They're using, what is it, Unity or Creation? One of those two. Like, get a new
I think
engine.
it might be Unity, which
Use Unreal.
is pretty. I mean, I see a lot of like indie game developers using Unity and stuff because
It's easy.
It's easy to use.
Yeah, but they're Bethesda.
But they're Bethesda. I mean, that's true. They're Bethesda. They should have.
Their own.
They should have a new engine, their own
Either
engine.
Make your own. CD Projekt Red.
Whatever
their
they
own
gotta do.
engine. Like,
I mean, I understand that changing engines and making engines it takes a freaking fortune and a half.
yeah,
but,
it does.
if you want to alleviate these problems, it's gonna have to be done eventually because you just can't keep using the same outdated engine.
No, you can't.
It's been quite a few years this time. So, anyways, moving off of the Bethesda topic, Red Dead 2.
Yeah, we'll talk about Rockstar.
We have.
Red Dead 2.
Let's go.
Boom,
Let's
right here.
go. We got it right here.
Hey.
There are 2 discs,
Yes, there
everybody,
are.
because
The
there's
first
a
one-
freaking over 100 gigabyte download
Yeah.
just to play the sucker.
The first one has Dutch Vanderlyn on the cover here. Let me turn the disc around so he's right side up. Data disc. Literally just for installing.
Yeah,
That's it.
One of those discs is just an install disc.
I guess we're back in 2005 here.
Yeah, for real.
And then the second disc, we got Sadie Adler on the cover here as the game disc.
So,
So after you install the install disc, it says, oh, plug in the game disc to install the rest of the game. So basically the install disc doesn't even have all the data on it. It's insane.
it's a stupid amount of data, and you're gonna want to plan ahead if you want to play tonight.
Yes.
If you haven't downloaded this shit yet, I don't know, call your roommate, be
It took me about
like, yo, dude,
2 hours.
can you get on my Xbox and download this thing for me? Because I want to
Yeah.
play this when I get home.
It
from
took me
school."
about 2 hours. That was
Took you 2
locally.
hours?
That was locally. That was on a disc.
That's
I know.
from the disc.
Wow. One of my other friends said he downloaded it.
Yeah, especially if you're
via
downloading
Wi-Fi,
it, it's
so
gonna
I don't
be-
know how long that'll take.
It's gonna be a while. So, get ready for that, folks. Plan ahead.
They put 100. They put 100 gigs on it on the disc.
On 2.
Between the two, yeah,
Between the two.
it's like 105 and some.
Is there a
change or
disc
something like
limit?
that.
I know with
Probably.
Blu-ray M discs, you can go up to 90 gig. I know that because it's what we use to back up our servers.
Those,
We burn it on an M disc, but can I see that for a second? So these are Blu-rays?
I think so.
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, they are Blu-rays.
Of course,
Okay.
dude.
I think the default Blu-ray capacity, the non-M disc, is like 26 gigs.
Oh,
So
I don't know.
yeah,
That's interesting.
two discs.
100 gigs. Let's go.
It's so crazy.
It's a fat
And
game.
All those people working on that. Good thing Rockstar put out a letter thanking them. They put out a letter on their whole website thanking all their employees, saying like, "Hey, we know it's been rough making this, 100 gig game for 8 years.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for all your work and stuff." So
And
good on them. This is a positive response to all their crunch allegations that they had last week. Be like, "Oh, you're overworking our employees," rah. But
y'all deserve a vacation.
Have any of you guys fired up the game yet? I'll be completely honest. I think we've been swamped at work. I was here till 5 a.m. trying to submit my project
Yeah, I
for
was
this
working
morning.
until 1.
Captain's been working. Top Hat's been working, so we've been swamped. Normally we'd get some hours in the game before the podcast,
yeah,
but
but not this time,
we
unfortunately.
haven't fired it
A
up at
little
all.
busy. We're working, man.
So if you guys have
Any input?
any input, let us know. Hit us up in the chat.
If you try this out, yeah, let us know what your first impressions are.
As an outsider, casual myself, this has got the most anticipation that I've seen so far. It's like gamers were expecting this game, or we're anticipating this game more so than Spider-Man, more so than Black Ops. So I'm really curious as to see what y'all's feedback was on it, and if you've played it, has it met your expectations so far? I know I spoke with NASA, Daniel,
There is no Daniel.
our
There is only
resident
NASA.
rocket scientist. I asked him. I said, "Well, how did it? What are your thoughts so far?" And he said he played. He put about an hour and a half in last
I
night.
think that's like tutorial.
Yeah.
So
Tutorial
it's probably up
introduction.
until like 2 or 3, honestly, dude.
Yeah. Is that
I'm okay
normal?
with that.
A 2-hour tutorial for a game?
Depends on the game.
Depends
but
on the
yeah,
game, dude.
Sometimes, yeah. Just
Kingdom
to
Come
get through the
Deliverance
beginning.
It's like a
Part.
7-hour tutorial.
What?
Yeah.
7-hour
It
tutorial?
was a long
That game's crazy
tutorial.
though. It's like a historically realistic medieval game.
Yeah,
there's
like-
a lot to learn.
Yeah.
Well,
But other games, like, I remember Assassin's Creed, they have, like, easy tutorials, like, oh, press this to do this, press this to do this. And then, like, there's other tutorials, like Dark
Yeah.
Souls, where you just get fucked
Yeah,
immediately.
outside
So-
Dark Souls, like, hey, there is no tutorial. You just read these instructions and fucking go, you bitch.
Yeah, that's Dark Souls.
Like,
So,
all right.
so I think with this, hopefully they do a tutorial that's, like, kind of layered in the narrative, which is what God of War did, which I really liked.
Yeah.
So,
I'm down
layer
with
it
that.
in the narrative, which would be nice.
Yeah.
by the way,
I
that
like
fight
that.
with the stranger, is that still within the tutorial?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Basically.
He was tough to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a tutorial?
Yeah, this guy
That's the
over here was like,
tutorial.
oh, I want some stronger enemies. Like, okay, dude, here you go.
There it goes. Here's a freaking god person.
I wonder if this will be better than that. Because God of War was actually really...
It's a totally
it
different
was
game, though.
really well received. I mean, honestly,
It's going to be...
it's based
Well,
on what
well.
everyone's saying, it's between Red Dead 2 and God of War
For Game of the
right
Year.
now for Game of the Year.
Yeah?
So we'll see.
By the way, hey, welcome
Dark Souls.
welcome to the stream Division Matrix.
How come you don't like Dark Souls?
What's your beef with Dark Souls, bro?
What's your animosity towards Dark Souls?
Because I love me some Dark Souls.
Difficulty, lack of story,
You think it's overhyped? You think it's
lack of... I shouldn't say lack of story. Lack of storytelling, I
not
guess.
as hard as people say it is? I heard a lot of people say that. Like, oh, Dark Souls.
While we wait for his reasons why he doesn't like it, why do you guys have mentioned Dark Souls numerous times? What's the best thing about the game?
Challenge.
Yeah,
Challenge?
I guess it just. I don't know. It was just kind of like a style of game that wasn't really. I mean, there were things done. There were like third-person action games. With choices, with like how you approach combat. It's already been a thing, but I think the really thing that drove it home for me with Dark Souls is like there's all these like little secrets and there's all these challenges and it's death is not death isn't something that you can just kind of shake off.
Yeah, like
it's
spawn right back.
it's an actual like detriment to your progression. If you die, you get sent back to the early checkpoint, like in like Mario and Metroid and stuff.
Oh, dude.
And
you
and
have
when
to
you
fight all
die,
those people
you
again.
lose all of the souls, which is like currency. You lose all of your souls when you die, you have a chance to go pick it up. But if you die again, it's all lost. And I'm
Oh,
sure all of us
gone.
playing Dark Souls have lost hundreds of thousands
I
of souls.
lost 1.5 million one time.
Oh
and
my
that was
God.
2 hours of gameplay gone. And I was like,
Yeah.
That sounds
I
like a
need to
game for
stop playing.
masochists. Why would you
That's
do
what
that to
people say.
yourself?
Yeah, it's like a game for masochists.
I'm with you, Division Matrix. Nah, dude, I couldn't do that.
But it's
I would
it's-
rage quit.
For me, it's like the reward aspect of it. You know, like you're going through this hard area and you're like raging. You're like, man, fuck this. This is so fucking hard, dude. I'm trying to beat this boss like fucking 15 times.
Yeah.
But when you actually beat them, you're just like,
Yeah.
this just feeling like, oh man.
And there's
so
even a
good.
game called Nier Automata, which takes that a step further. Is in Dark Souls, you lose your currency and stuff, and you can get it back. In Nier Automata, if you die before you get all your stuff, you lose your currency and your gear.
Oh really?
You lose everything.
So you lose your weapons.
Yeah, you don't use your weapons, but you lose like all your armor, and it's gone.
So
It's gone.
Is that why there's a lot of like near gameplay I'm seeing where she's like more naked?
More
What'd you
naked?
say?
She's like wearing. less
No,
clothing.
that's no. If you click
Did you
in
say
some,
naked? Hold on.
if
Did you
you-
say
naked.
Naked?
Naked.
if you click in both sticks, her skirt will explode, and you can just see her ass, which is so ridiculous. There's no
So
story.
that's
involved.
why everyone likes that game.
There's no story involved. I did it for one time, and I was like, "This is stupid." Like, okay, cool, she's hot, whatever, move on. Like,
It's like, let's see that that android booty. All right.
I was like, "Nah," but
yeah. I don't know.
but yeah, that's why people hate Dark Souls.
Because of the difficulty
Yes.
level. Okay. And was it the first of its, like, was it was that the first time a big game?
I think
has
the
done that?
mechanic of going back to get your stuff and then losing it if you die again was relatively new.
Okay.
it was more like you know they originally happened with PlayStation 3, I think, with Demon Souls.
That's true.
Which
That's
was the
precursor.
first one. It was the precursor to all these Dark Souls and Bloodborne games. This was the first time a game like that came out.
I see.
Yeah.
And the thing was, when I think around that time, you know, that's when games started getting more towards the more hold your handy kind of gameplay. You know,
Yeah, this game does not do
you
that.
know, where you know you if you die, you respawn like 2 minutes before, and you lost like no time, and you can just keep
like
just
every first person
you
shooter.
can keep just dragging yourself through the game. You know, it
Right.
started getting towards that because you know you remember like older games like you know Mario and stuff like that. Like it was tough. Like
Yeah.
you know if you had to learn the game, you had to learn the map, and you had to learn
Yeah.
the enemies,
Yeah.
or you're gonna die and you're gonna rage.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah,
can't
that's
just
the game.
sprint through the game because you only got a certain amount of lives, and if you die, you restart.
By the way, I'm that old that you referenced Mario, like the first video game. Like,
Stop, dude. No. I played old games too. You
Mario's
played
not the
Pitfall.
first
I
video
played
game,
Pitfall.
the Contra game.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody that's beaten it without the code, but I've seen people on YouTube run through it
Exactly.
in one life.
And
But
they're-
they know where all the enemies were gonna
That's
be.
And
exactly-
that's
yeah, that's
the
it.
kind of thing I feel like From Software is trying to capture with Demon Souls and Dark Souls and
Gotcha.
stuff. Was that like it doesn't hold your hand and you have to learn and get better, or you're gonna be stunted in your gameplay.
Neo's the same.
Okay.
Like you have to learn how to dodge like at correct timing. You gotta learn how to parry, or you don't always learn to parry. You can kind of get around that, but you have to learn a way that works for you that you can get through the game because enemies will fuck you up. Like it doesn't matter
They will
how
follow you. They will not
strong you
like,
are,
they will
no matter
follow you.
how high of a level you are. The littlest bitch-made enemy in the game can still wreck you,
Okay.
and that's just kind of what I kind of liked about it was that sense of challenge stuff. Anyways, we've been talking a lot about Dark Souls.
Yeah.
We have news and shit.
Actual news.
So yeah, we
News
talked
that's
about the
relevant.
thank you letter from Rockstar. PlayStation Online name changes could have game-breaking effects or permanent data loss.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. If you so basically if your name is like Captain Stippy or whatever,
Yeah.
and you like, oh, I want to be Captain
Captain
Hard
Turpy.
On, like
All right.
like if you changed your name, your possibility of all your trophies, all your DLC, all your game progress, everything could be
'Cause
gone.
I guess it would be a link to your name.
Yes.
And so they'd be
So-
like, "Oh, I'm sorry, no
so
no
I
game
saw-
files exist under this."
I
name.
saw a Reddit screenshot. I should have wrote down the username whoever posted it. I'm sorry, but it was like before you do this, read all these things, and it was like red. Usually the PlayStation screen is blue. It's like red. Like,
Whoa.
read all this now before you do this. Like, it's really warning you. Like, you could fuck up all of your games.
Oh, so it's not saying it will happen, it's saying it might happen.
It might.
It depends on the game, but there's a good chance.
might.
So it's like either change your name or possibly lose hundreds of hours of your
Right,
time.
and the remedy that they said was, change your name back. It should work. Should.
Should
It's not even guaranteed to work.
Can you imagine if Gmail worked like that? Like, are you sure you want to move this to that folder? Because if you do, you might lose the whole folder.
Yeah, like
yeah, all right.
everything.
Okay.
I mean, that's horrible.
Yeah.
That's how do they get away with that? Why would they even roll that feature? Never mind. I'm just ranting.
It's not.
It was
basically Sony when they made PlayStation Online in the PS3 era. They were like, "Oh, we'll just whatever. We'll just do whatever we want." And now they're like, "Fuck, we have messed up."
Didn't realize that people might want to change their names.
Yeah, like they just didn't.
They didn't add that feature in, and I guess that's so far behind.
It's so far back in code.
In
it's
the
like,
code, in the programming that.
That's like.
I mean, it took them this long to implement it since the PlayStation 3.
It's like changing your base value of your variable in your code. Like, if you do that, you will ruin everything.
we're probably at line 300 million on the code, and you have to go back to line 10. It's probably gonna change some things. So.
So watch out for that, guys.
That's like-
Watch out.
That's like our social security numbers. We can't change it. Like if we get identity thefted or we got hacked, we cannot change our social security numbers.
Yeah.
It's our
So-
primary key.
That's your primary key.
Yeah. We could change our
PlayStation
name. If
account.
I don't want to be called Siegfried anymore, it's a really dorky name, and I almost changed my name when I turned 18 because I got made fun of a lot when I was younger. But that's a different story.
I think it's a cool name.
Yeah, if I want to change from Siegfried to something like Mark or something.
Oh yeah, something super common.
You can do that rather easily, but
Yeah.
you cannot change your social security number.
Nope.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so do not
Be very
do
careful.
that lightly, PlayStation
Be
people.
very careful.
you could very well potentially fuck yourself. All right, moving on. Shadow of the Tomb Raider got review bombed on Steam because of a price discount. I did hear of this. So basically, what
So
happened
stupid.
was Shadow of the Tomb Raider was released not too long ago. The
14th of September.
the 14th of September. He got it.
I try and remember those dates. Yeah.
So basically, a lot of people bought the game, whatever, and then not too long later, probably like a month or so later, the game's price dropped
by $20.
by $20. So
Significant.
So people were buying it for $40, as opposed to all the people who bought it $60 when the game first came out. The problem was that people were pretty pissed at this. They were like, hey, what the fuck, dude? I pay $6 for this, and you're just go ahead and drop the game out from under me like that. Screw you. And there's, bombing, bad rating. They're getting...
Most of these reviews aren't even about the game. It's
They're
like
not
it's
even
about the
game.
price.
It's about the price
Yeah.
drop and how they feel like they've been screwed. And so
Which is unfair as fuck.
yeah. And so if you actually look on Steam, Shadow of the Tomb Raider has got it's got a low rating that
It's
it
got mixed
actually
reviews
received.
now just because of
It's
all
got
those fuckers.
It's got these mixed reviews. All these people giving them 1 star or 1 rating. I don't remember how it works, but yeah. So
Did you say on Steam?
On
So-
Steam.
on
Yeah.
Steam,
But I bought the game for $40 a week after its release on Green Man.
Well,
that's Green Man. We're talking about on Steam. I mean, yeah.
Green Man can give you the code, then you can use it, redeem it on Steam, and then play it, right? That's how that works?
Yeah,
Right,
that's exactly how it works.
But Steam was
people
actually
went to
selling the rights
Steam.
too. And,
Yeah, to do it.
And people bought the game from Steam for $60, and then not even a month later, they dropped it $20 for some deal. I'm not really sure why.
How do you guys feel about that? Would you,
I mean, I'd be pretty jived if that happened.
I
I'd be pretty
would
pissed
be
off. Yeah.
okay, because I would have actually done research,
But,
on my game. Yeah.
But how could you foresee a price drop of $20 in a month though?
True.
You can't, but you can guess pretty well. Look when that game came out, dude. Spider-Man came out a week before that.
That's true.
Red Dead was a month after.
That's true.
Freaking, this game was put out
It's a fact.
in a very, very trafficky time period.
Good. I did hear that. Yeah. And honestly, it sucks for Tomb Raider because I heard good things about it.
Do you like it, Sig? Like, what do you say? Like, would you say $40 would be like, yeah, like that's?
Oh yeah,
I'm okay
no,
with that.
the game is legit. It's polished. It's a single player game, so you guys know how I feel about single player games.
Right, but you would say the $40 is like, yeah, okay, that's
yeah,
worth it,
yeah. I'm glad it's in my library for $40. For 60, I probably wouldn't.
60 probably
I
wouldn't.
probably wouldn't buy it for 60.
I think you're pretty adamant about buying games for full price, anyways. For all games.
Yeah, I gotta have games. Gotta have games. I don't mind paying full price on it.
Yeah, like games like this.
Yeah.
Games like this that are gonna be like hundreds of hours. Like, sure.
Yeah. You're gonna put your time in.
I'll support you. That's fine.
Oh well, that sucks for Shadow of Tomb Raider.
Yeah, that really sucks.
Let's see. Battlefield 5 Battle Royale mode. Firestorm is not launching with the game. And it's going to launch in March.
Yep.
So wait, so when's Battlefield 5 coming out? Is it going to be coming
November comes out.
November?
It comes out like 4 days after Fallout
out?
or something.
Couple weeks. So
Yeah, they're not launching it with with the base game, which is interesting because DICE is doing Battlefield, but there's another studio doing the Firestorm mode. Like it's like outsourced, I guess. I don't know why they would do this, but I don't know. So basically, what my theory is, that studio went to DICE and was like, "Hey, we can't finish this by the time you want it, so can we delay the game?" And then I'm sure DICE went to EA, and EA was like, "No, go fuck yourself." So they're just launching it late. Like I don't know how this is gonna work. Will Battle Royale even be relevant in March? Will will people want to play this? Like,
true.
What do you guys think? Do you think it's a good move, bad move? Delay the whole game? Release some of the game?
It's better than releasing unfinished content, I think, because we all know how we feel about that.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still releasing the base game, right? I mean, you're still going to be able to play multiplayer and
There's
campaign and
they
stuff.
even in their press release statement, I read
It's just
some of
that
it.
mode.
Yeah, it's just that mode. They said all of these other things are going to be the same day, but just Battle Royale mode will be in March.
So
4 months
That's
after.
a long time.
it
4
does
months.
it does kind of suck for anybody who's actually looking forward to that, especially since Black Ops did drop their Battle Royale mode on release day.
That's true. And it's super well received.
And it's pretty dope. I've been playing it, and I mean, as far as their Battle Royale mode, I mean, will anybody even be interested in March? I mean, that's like 6 months from now.
I know what happened.
Like
the EA guys, they got a hold and played Black Ops,
and they were like, "Fuck."
Black Ops, and they're like, "Damn, we gotta,
this isn't good enough.
This isn't good enough. Like, we gotta do something."
Possibly.
That's what they did, and because 4 months is a significant amount of time.
Yes, it is.
You know, if you got 500 developers working on that portion, give them 4 months. They're probably building new features or changing some stuff up.
Yeah, have to be.
They're like, "Man, this is good. This Blackout's good."
There's a really funny story that a DICE developer actually got banned from Call of Duty Black Ops 4 because he was wrecking face too much.
Really?
He posted on his social media, is like, Treyarch, can you please not ban me? Like, I just
heard
like this
that,
game.
yeah. I think I heard about that, and I think I heard that some people were complaining that he was like aimbotting and stuff like that.
Yeah, but he's just like, no, I make first-person shooters. Like, I'm really good. And he's fucking good, man. Like, he's really good.
Do it.
Which is very funny.
Can you be really good if you just make them? I don't know. I don't know. Wait, what's that? Metro 2033 is free on Steam?
Yes, it is.
All right, thank you.
Nice.
I am Rambo.
Rambo.
Y'all heard that?
Metro
Free
is
game.
awesome.
Metro series is a good game,
Metro's
guys.
really, really good.
Nice first-person shooter. It's got good horror aspect, good story,
Very good story.
good survival. Like, I recommend it. And for the low price of free, I
Definitely
highly
get
recommend it.
Gear you up for the next game coming out next
Thanks
year.
for that, Rambo.
Which game should they uninstall to make room for that?
Overcooked. No, I'm just kidding.
Uninstall.
I like Overcooked.
You know what? That's we should bring that up. If you ever, in addition to new games we've played, ones that we've uninstalled to make room for the new games.
I uninstalled 3 games last night to make room for this motherfucking thing.
Which 3 games? Yeah, which 3 games did you
I
uninstall?
uninstalled Until Dawn.
Uh-huh.
I uninstalled Ratchet and Clank, which did hurt me a little bit. And I uninstalled. Oh man, there was a big one I installed too. It was like 50 gigs.
Was it near?
No, it wasn't near. I had that on PC. Dark Souls 1. I uninstalled Dark Souls 1.
There we go.
Is that the remaster? Or is that
Remastered, yes.
Remastered?
I did I uninstalled those 3 things, and I was like, I'm barely making the threshold of 100
do it,
right now. I was like 110. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, I uninstalled PUBG when I got Blackout. I was like, I don't need this anymore. So
Dude, Steam should have an uncharts, like games that are uninstalled. Like you know how they have trending,
Yeah. Every week it's like, oh man, everyone's freaking uninstalling Legend of Zelda, bro. So, oh man, yeah, I agree. Division Metro is a fantastic game. The Metro redo, the
Redux, redo, whatever it is.
Redux redo. I think it's pronounced redo. It was.
They're good. Play the Metro games. They're
It was
good.
great. Yeah,
They'll gear you up
Just
for
play
Exodus.
them and get ready for Exodus. Yeah, because that game looks
Not in February, it's
freaking
gonna be
solid,
sick.
dude. I can't wait for that one.
It's gonna be sick. That's gonna be the Fallout single player
yeah,
game.
if you
guys are
haven't
looking
played,
for.
it's a good single player game.
Really
I know
good.
you don't really like single player games, but it's solid.
Metro, right?
Metro.
Yeah, it's really fun.
And
Metro.
it's free.
And
So,
it's free.
yeah.
Metro 2033. That's the first one, so it's free.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna add it to my library
Wait,
right
is it
now.
the first
while
one? Or is
we're-
2032 the first one?
No, there is no 2030. It's 2033, and then there's
20
Last Light,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I think so.
No. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. No.
I
Yeah.
haven't played them in a few years.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right, next news.
I
thing.
played them all though. They're great.
Next news thing.
Moving on.
Something I'm really excited about actually is
What you got? What are you excited about? Top
Xbox
Hat?
Game Pass.
yeah, Xbox Game Pass coming to PC. I am very excited about that.
So we're gonna be able to get all of the little.
All the shit you have on Xbox, I can get on PC now.
you can play on PC.
Yes.
So like Sea of Thieves and stuff like
Yep.
that.
Everything.
Really
All the games.
All the games.
interesting.
So Xbox is a PC. There are no dependencies that's in Xbox that isn't on Windows.
Yes. Basically, you can whatever you can play on Xbox, you can play on PC.
So I guess there's not gonna be. So I guess they'll have no exclusives then.
I mean,
Technically, it's an exclusive.
Microsoft.
This technically isn't exclusive to the console though. So,
But I thought the Game Pass-
because the only thing they really had on there was like Sea of Thieves and
And Forza.
Forza, no, and
Forza was
and what is it called? The zombie game.
State of Decay.
State of Decay 2.
You
Yeah,
can play that on PC.
I know you can play that on. No, I thought State of Decay 2 was.
An exclusive.
I think that was an
Well,
exclusive.
this feature will
Well-
roll out. I don't know when it will roll out. They didn't. The article I read didn't give a date. But basically, yeah, you'll be able to play
That's
all your
awesome.
Xbox games on PC. And then, because I don't have an Xbox, but I have a PC, so I can go. This will be enacted through basically the Microsoft Store on your computer, like
Dude, that's
Microsoft
awesome.
Store.
Oh, cool!
boom.
Like the little Xbox
Yeah, because
control
it's-
panel
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool. All right.
Man, you bought that badass computer at perfect time, man.
Now
You
I can play all those games
Yeah,
that
man.
I already don't play.
And then you'll
so.
and then you'll go to your Xbox and be like, oh, this
Dude,
doesn't
I
look
don't
good.
even use my Xbox anymore, man. Like literally, I only use it to play Blackout with some friends.
Yeah, this is really, really cool because, like, I know one of our friends, Long, he doesn't have PC, but he has Xbox.
So boom.
So now he can play, like, the Master Chief Collection is on Game Pass.
they can do this. They can do.
So we could, like, all play Halo
we
now.
can do crossplay too.
Yeah, crossplay. Like, this is awesome. This is really, really cool.
I'll sign up for Game Pass just for that.
It's $10 a month, too.
I'm gonna sign up.
So,
for
like,
that. So I
I'm
can
okay
play
with that.
I don't know about all games, Deep Poodly. I know that you can play like Sea of Thieves on PC because that's crossplay. But I'm
State of Decay 2
I'm
was an exclusive, though.
fairly 100% certain that State of Decay 2 was
Just like
an
Halo.
exclusive one.
Just like Halo. Halo was always a console exclusive.
Always a console exclusive.
Except for 1 or 2.
So this will be interesting though. You'll be able to play all these games.
Halo on
probably
PC?
crossplay.
Yeah, Halo 1 was on PC.
Halo on PC. So
Okay.
I mean, you kill the Covenant and
Yeah, this is cool.
in
Good
1080.
news. This is a good move on Microsoft right here. Good move
Yep.
on Microsoft.
Let's go.
They're doing whatever they can to stay relevant, and they're getting creative.
All right.
New Smash Bros. Ultimate character leak suggests Banjo Kazooie.
Possibility of Banjo Kazooie.
This is alleged.
Who is that? Who's Banjo?
You don't know who Banjo Kazooie is?
It's from the
gonna-
game with the
Crash
same.
Bandicoot?
I'm gonna leave.
No, it's from the game with the same name called Banjo Kazooie.
I've never heard of that.
And
game in
it
my
was
life.
this fucking like Yogi Bear looking motherfucker who would like.
It was a runner platformer. It was
Yeah,
very
it was like
fun.
a
Very, very
platformer.
fun.
This is a little cartoony platformer, and I think
The
that
guy that does the spin move.
I think
like,
the aspect of the game was that he could like make things like with just random shit. Like he can like make like
Yeah.
make like a plane or make like
yeah,
a
yeah.
car
He just
or
makes
whatever.
ridiculous crap.
He makes like ridiculous like A-Team style like contraptions.
So I think him and Smash would be awesome, and this is a big deal because he's a Western character. No Western character has ever been in Smash before.
Interesting.
None.
No, yeah, you're right. It's
So,
only Nintendo, Capcom.
This is a big deal. And Banjo
Mhm.
is a PlayStation.
What's the name again? Banjo what?
Banjo-Kazooie.
Banjo-Kazooie.
Kazooie.
So this is cool. Cool for Smash. Cool for everyone. This might open the doors to more characters, maybe from the West.
Yeah.
Especially because Nintendo and Xbox are so buddy-buddy right now. Maybe they'll throw Master Chief in there. Maybe they'll throw
Actually,
Minecraft Steve.
Goku
I
and
think
Vegeta to Smash.
Goku and Vegeta to Smash, that would be interesting. Or they'll bring fucking Marcus Phoenix from Gears of War in there. And be chainsawing up Mario with fucking...
Well, to your comments about Goku and Vegeta, I don't think they will do that because Bandai Namco has their own Jump Force game, and that's kind of...
Oh, yeah. That
Like,
is coming out. Yeah.
They wouldn't really want to rip from their own game to put in
Yeah,
another game.
it's
So
true.
I like the idea, though.
That would be dope, though. Jump Force looks pretty dope. If you like fighting games and you like anime. So...
Hold on, that would not make sense. Goku and Vegeta versus Mario and Luigi? Come on.
Wreck 'em.
Dude, does
wreck 'em.
Does Cloud Strife and Mario make sense?
He's
Yeah,
from
I
Final
guess.
Fantasy, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
But Goku and Vegeta, they got that Kamehameha that blows up planets. Like, all right, game over. Like,
Dude, it's Smash,
They're-
dude. It doesn't
they're
matter.
OP.
It's Smash.
Dude, you know Kirby's in there, and Kirby is like
Kirby's like the
one of the
most
most
powerful-
OP characters in like
Kirby would
video game
destroy
history.
Goku, dude.
no.
Yes, dude.
Yes, dude.
I've literally seen like a video on this explaining that Kirby is like nigh indestructible, and when he eats things,
It goes into a dimension.
different fucking dimension.
It doesn't. It's not in his
He
stomach.
can
It goes to a
just
different dimension.
He doesn't just eat everything. He can like swallow Goku and send him to the fucking Nether realm, and he will
Yeah,
never be
like-
seen again.
Okay,
Like-
fine. Kirby. They made him look too cute then to be that powerful.
Oh yeah, no, that's Japan
But
for you.
that's
Really,
exciting news.
Yeah.
Also exciting news is that the exclusivity period for Black Ops 4 on PlayStation 4 is done. So the black market stuff and all the Halloween stuff can now go to Xbox and PC.
What is this black market? What do you mean by that?
I don't know. I think it's just some sort of
You know what? That might be what. That might be what Amazing Killer was telling me about, because he said when he got the game, I think he pre-ordered or something like that, and he got like 1,000 credits or whatever like that. And
on
he,
PlayStation.
No, he got it on Xbox.
Okay,
And he was like, I don't see what to use these credits on. I don't know what I can use
that's
them for."
probably it.
So maybe that's what the black market.
That's
thing is
probably
for.
it. It's probably just another venue to get
Yo,
items.
the Wii Fit character is OP, bro. The Wii Fit character is legit. Will fuck everybody's day. She'll be doing squats right on your face. Like it is ridiculous.
But yeah, so that's good news for Xbox and PC players.
Oh, yeah.
you
All
got all
right.
the same stuff PlayStation does now.
You're probably
So-
getting some more
There you
content
go.
for your Blops, for your Blops 4. Moving on, we have Steam seasonal sales approaching,
Yeah, this
ladies
is
and
exciting
gents.
news.
For all y'all PC people, D Poodley, I know you just got a PC, and I know you're gonna spend like $100 on the Steam sale because that's
At
what
least.
you do. Halloween sale, we got October 29th to November 1st.
So that's coming
The
up quick.
autumn sale is going to be November 21st to November 27th.
Cool.
And the winter sale is going to be December 20th to January 3rd. So,
Now, these dates may change. I did
this is
hear
a
these,
little rough.
but
This is through the
I
vine.
assume these will be right.
But this is around the time. I mean, it's going to happen, within a week of these dates, because that's the Steam sales are
Man,
seasonal.
December 20th, man. They're just getting your wallets. Like, hey, you got Christmas coming up? December 20th, baby.
Yeah, man. So, save up some money. Sell some plasma, sell some semen, whatever you got to do. Because you're gonna need all the extra dough you can have for these Steam sales. Because I am new to the PC Master Race, and
Velka.
I've always heard tales of
Tales of yore.
I've always heard these tales of these Steam sales that I
Yeah, they
could
get
never get
ridiculous.
into.
It's gonna be. It's
You know,
gonna be
like
a good
every
time.
Star Wars game ever for $10. I'm like, what?
I mean, not for $10, but
Yeah, but
low.
no, but it's low though. Like way more than what I would have to spend, or way less than what I would have to spend. So
So that's exciting news. Definitely jump on those.
get ready for that, folks.
Divisional Matrix, prepare your wallet. Yeah.
Prepare your wallet. Let's see. Capcom releasing in Japan 3 crazy expensive DMC5 bundles.
Yeah, man. Have you heard about this?
I know they were releasing some crazy bundles, but I haven't really looked
So,
into.
okay, let me run you through this crazy
I did see the
batshit
one about
nuts,
the jacket
dude.
though.
Yeah, it is the jacket.
The Dante jacket. That was pretty cool jacket.
So basically
I
these
wouldn't
bundles-
wear it in public though. You fucking nerd. Wear that
These
in public.
bundles
I'm sorry.
do
Okay,
come
I
with the
understand
game
that.
actually, which is refreshing. But
Wow, that's new.
so basically, there's 3 bundles. There's V, Nero, and Dante. Those are the 3 playable characters who'll be playing in the next game. And the bottom tier starts with V, and then Nero, and then Dante. So V's bundle is going to be, God damn, it's going to be around $5,000
What?
for the game and his jacket. His jacket is a sleeveless jacket, so figure that out.
$5,000?
$5,000, yes,
joking?
around.
That's cost more than my car, man.
Yeah, oh, we're not even. That's the lowest tier.
That's the lowest tier. That's
Nero,
That's
the
bitch
next
made too.
character, his
Maybe like
bundle is
6?
going to be about $6,000. Game and jacket. His jacket comes with like a half sleeve.
I mean, they're pretty cool
They're very
jackets,
cool.
but not something you're gonna wear in real life because nobody is that edgy in real life. I don't give a shit.
And
who
then you have
are.
Dante's bundle, the king of the hill over here, at $8,000 for his jacket and the game.
Oh my god.
This is in Japan only, but
You could send yourself to school with that amount of money.
Yes, you
like,
can.
I shit you not. That
Yes,
is a
you
lot
can.
to spend on a fucking jacket.
so basically, like, even if Capcom gets like 10 people to buy this, that's $80,000. Like, that's a ton of money right there. Like, this is ridiculous. This is the most insane bundle that I've ever heard.
You say that, but if we would have won Mega Millions,
I
you'd
would
sign
not
up
have
for
gotten that. No
you
fucking
totally
way.
no, I would have
would've.
gotten that.
No.
You shouldn't.
I would've gotten it.
I
I would not
worn
have
it.
gotten it.
I would not have worn it, but you're damn well sure that I would have had.
Halloween's coming up, dude.
I would have had a fucking mannequin in my bedroom dressed up like Dante because I fucking could have, and I won the Mega Millions. So, but yeah,
8,000. I mean, hold on. I thought when you gave us this earlier, I thought this was a typo.
No, dude.
That's a video game and a jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
It's
let's
a
do,
game
let's do
and a
the
jacket.
lowest one, $5,000.
Uh-huh.
Who buys this? I don't
People,
understand.
whales, dude. You
People-
know that term, whales?
That's like a different level. I thought my Emperor chair, the $50,000 workstation, was out of the world, out of this world. $5,000 for a jacket and a video game is
I mean, dude, people already spend ridiculous amounts of money on clothing. You know, I mean, maybe we don't, but people spend a lot of money on
I
clothing.
guess you're right.
It could be a marketing ploy, too, a marketing stunt, to be like, hey, look at our crazy-ass bundles. And people are like, oh my god, did you hear about Devil May Cry 5? Like, it could be like
That's
stuff
true.
like that.
Yeah,
But
it's gonna
Hey.
get around.
it's in Japan, dude. People in Japan are crazy.
Dude, people everywhere are crazy, man. I guarantee there's gonna be some like some rich dude who's just like, yep, buying it.
Dude, in Philippine
Done.
pesos, that's $250,000.
Oh my
pesos.
god.
Jesus Christ, dude. That's so much money, dude. Oh my
That
god.
doesn't make any sense to me.
That's like, oh my god, that's like half a year of rent. A year.
To
this
live.
would be. This
I
would
can
probably
live
be
off
your-
of this. It's like, nope. Let's see. Food and housing for a year. Dope ass jacket.
Dope ass jacket.
You know, you gotta stay fresh. That's right, Killer Low.
Yeah,
you gotta
you-
stay fresh.
yeah,
That's
you
real.
gotta-
I bet those
you
jackets
gotta
look cool
represent.
as heck, though.
I mean, if
Dude, that
they
Dante
do
jacket
look
looks
pretty
sick.
pretty
Yeah,
sick.
look at that,
Yeah,
look at that.
yeah,
Look
look-
Dante
look-
jacket
yeah,
looks
yeah, yeah.
very cool.
They're pretty dope. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not something you're gonna wear in real life because,
But for a great Halloween costume.
but for a really expensive Halloween costume. I mean, you could probably get a freaking gold, like, one of those like breathable skin suits. You could probably get one of those suits covered in gold for
You
less.
could get a legit ghillie suit for probably
No,
that.
dude, it looks like a Matrix. It looks like the trench coats in Matrix.
It looks cool,
That's it.
man.
Yep. Devil May Cry, I think, might be older than Matrix though.
Devil May Cry 1.
I was
Devil May Cry
expecting-
1, maybe. I think it's like, well, wait,
Might
no,
be
Matrix
close.
1 came out in like 94 or something like that.
Yeah, so no.
So maybe all right, so maybe a couple years afterwards. That's maybe they got yeah, but yeah, edgy, long trench coats.
Bro, we can FPS guys. We're gonna make our jackets. Would you like jackets like this?
like a
I would
like a trench
Would
coat.
I wear one?
Yeah, yeah,
Ugh.
yeah.
Would I actually wear it though?
Would you wear it? You gotta wear it though. You gotta
I
wear it
mean,
with a top hat. You,
With the top hat? I just walk in to get gas.
No.
People are like, "Do you need gas for your stagecoach, motherfucker?"
No, I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so. Not in public. I don't know.
I don't think I would wear that in public.
I
no.
think
I'm
if
sorry.
people saw that, I don't know, dude. If I saw someone walk around
It's
with
like
that,
this kid is either a G or has no life.
This kid is either like one of two things. They're either a complete freaking loser or they're the chosen one. There's no in between. So
People just go up to you. It's like, can you solve all my problems? It's like, yes, I can.
yes, I can actually. Like,
Dude, John Wick would look cool wearing that, dude.
John Wick would look cool wearing like a banana suit. You kidding me? Like he can wear that dude can literally wear a banana suit and then wreck half an army and still look like a fucking badass.
Well,
Alright, so
I was expecting it to look cooler than that. When 8,000, I was imagining this.
I mean, yeah, you meant. I mean, 8,000.
like something Kanye would wear,
That
you
better-
know. But
I mean, dude,
that's just,
I wouldn't put it past Kanye to buy it. I mean, apparently he likes video games and anime and stuff. So
do you know what's crazy to kind of jump on a little bit since the little bit game news is kind of done. Like when I was in line getting this thing, people were like, "Oh man, I wonder if you play as John Marston." I'm like, "Motherfucker, did you even know anything about this game right now?" Like, people were really clueless about the game.
well, like
Maybe
where it stood in the timeline. and
Just
stuff?
anything, like anything, dude. Like people were looking at this cover and they were just like, "Oh, I wonder if you play as the main character as the first one." It's like, no, because spoiler.
no spoiler.
Something happens
play it.
in the end.
It's a prequel.
Oh, it's a pretty good. Never mind.
Yeah.
It's a prequel, and things happened.
The casual army, the army that I'm part of, we're growing, man. We don't know
growing.
about video games, but
Have you seen Butch
We want
Cassidy
to.
and the Sundance Kid?
Jumping on the bandwagon.
yeah. Butch Cassidy.
$1,000 tee with no logos.
That movie is very reminiscent of what Red Dead 1 is like. So basically, people were like, really, I was surprised. Maybe it's because we're a little bit more informed about the
Yeah.
gaming world, but
Yeah, I mean,
still though, like,
it gets to a point with a little bit of an obsession, I think, where we spend our free time looking up YouTube videos on games that we never have any intention of playing, just to look it up, just to
'cause they're
hear,
cool.
just to hear about it, just to know things. Like I had never intention of playing Nier Automata, but I did look up a lot about it just to see what it was going to be about,
that game's,
and I still have no intention of playing it.
game's really
But
good.
yeah,
So basically, we're going to round out our, I think, discussion here with a question.
All right.
Question, okay.
And the question that I want to pose to the chat as well, and to all you guys as well, is should there be limitations in the realism in video games? And if there is, how much? How much is too little? Maybe not enough? Maybe you want more? Like, because I know, I thought of this just because of Red Dead, because there's so many things that are so realistic. Like, when you skin an animal, like, you're literally skinning it. Like, you're not just like, chop, 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 chop. Like, you're skinning the furs off it, and he's rolling it up and putting it in his bag. Like, he reaches over his horse to put his bow away. He, like, leans over it on his tippy toes and puts it away. Like, this is an insane amount of detail. Like,
It is ridiculous.
how much
amount of
is
detail.
too much? Is it
That's a great question.
not enough? Does it break the video game mold, maybe? Or what do you guys think?
That is a great question, Top Hat.
I think that
Can you think of games that have been like, oh, whoa, too realistic? This turns me off. Or like, oh, I would like something with more detail.
Flight Simulator.
Flight Simulator.
Simulator.
That's
It is a
a
simulator.
little bit stretching it, I think. 'Cause
It's
it's
too-
made to be
It is
a simulation.
Yeah, but if Red Dead is not meant to be a simulation, you could get too realistic
Correct.
too easily.
true.
Like, I guess for me, my limit. Sorry if I jumped you, bro, but
Sorry if I just
because I like that question so much.
Oh, please.
How much is
Oh, we
too
got
much?
some
It's when it
chat
becomes. It's when it becomes
No dying. I can't really.
has animated horse.
Yeah, I was actually gonna mention that. Yeah, I don't know if you saw, but Red Dead 2 is literally so realistic that when you travel farther north, it gets colder, right? Like you have to put more layers on your guy, so you don't get too cold and stuff.
Okay.
But your horse testicles will literally shrink
Yeah.
when and they have animated testicles that move about when
Can you
it
imagine?
moves.
Can you imagine you're the animator and I'm Dan Houser, the CEO of Rockstar? I'm like, hey man, so your job for the next year is to animate these horse balls. It's like, but I don't want to do that.
I
It's
don't
like,
wanna animate
I hope
horse
you like
balls.
horse balls because you're gonna be looking at a lot of them.
Did you imagine
But for each type of horse too.
Can you
like, for
imagine
each horse.
working there as like an animator or developer or whatever and just like scrolling through like hundreds of pictures and videos and
Of just horse balls.
and information on just horse testicles and the physics of horse testicles.
Videos of horse balls.
Videos of
growing,
horse balls
dude, like-
moving and shrinking. Like
That is damn impressive.
Like that, kudos to that dude. That guy deserves fucking an extra week off. Dude.
Yeah, seriously.
Because
Like,
that's a lot to spend some time on. It's like, oh, what'd you do at work today, honey? Oh, I just researched on horse testicles. Animated some balls moving. Good
I feel
stuff
like I
like
was so
that.
into it too. Like, yo, did you know that these horse balls are way different than these horse balls?
Honestly, yeah, that guy might be a horseball expert
Yeah.
around this time, dude. Like,
do you think maybe weather effects are too much? Like, oh, he goes into a cold area and his stamina maybe decreases a little more slight because he's colder and he's shivering. Like, you think that's too much? Like, maybe your horse runs a little slower through crossing a river because it's in water. Like,
I think there definitely is a limit because it gets to that point where playing a game that's super realistic honestly becomes like a chore. You're like you want to keep progressing and you want to keep continue on through the storyline or following whatever quest or whatever objective that you have. But you're like, oh wait, I gotta spend the next 30 minutes gathering food and supplies and stuff so I don't fucking die far away from my home base, something like that. And unless you're really good at like managing, resources and stuff like that, that's why it's not really a game catered towards like more casual players, just because it does require
time.
I have played games where it's felt like a chore to play.
Like
where
State
it's
of Decay is an example of that, I think.
Yeah,
It's a survival game.
State of Decay 2 kind of had some things like that too, where you can only carry certain amounts of rucksacks, and you can only have certain amount of rucksacks in it. State of Decay 2 wasn't so bad for me, but I think it could have benefited from quality of life things. Maybe like fast traveling or something like that. Because it does get to a point where it is kind of a lot. Like even Dragon's Dogma, that game that I've been playing recently. Originally, when that game first released, there was no fast travel until you get to like the end of the game or something like that, and you get these stones, and it was tough because you have a limited amount of stamina. You don't run forever, and it's a fairly large world.
True.
And so it felt so
it's not
long
like traversal
to
is
get
fun
through
either.
everywhere. Yeah, it just gets to that point where it's like, fuck, man, like I gotta travel all to the other side of the map to go talk to this dude so I can travel back. Like, it gets like kind of a chore.
What do you think, Sake? Has there been games that you played where maybe the immersion has been so good you'd be like, oh my god, this is awesome, or like, this is too much?
I think when is too much too much? As long as it doesn't ask anything more of the player, you can't get too much. Like the animated horse testicles, that's awesome.
Because it's not
That's
a player
awesome.
input. Because
That's
it's not
dope.
a player input.
It doesn't make our job harder as a player.
That's true. It's just like an immersion thing.
Correct.
I like that.
I
agree.
if they did every single grass, which games already do now. I mean, I appreciate that, but it doesn't take any extra work on my part to play the game.
That's
Right.
right.
But if I have to imagine there was like a piss meter and a shit meter, like you got to go to the bathroom. Like, damn it, I'm in the middle of a fight. I got to take a piss. Like,
Yeah.
that's too much.
Right.
So
Definitely is too much.
there is no limit if there's no if
If it works within the story.
Yeah. I agree with that. Because I do feel like if it gets to that point where like, you have to watch what kind of foods that you eat, or you also get sick or something like that, or your character has a fucking peanut allergy. I'm like, all right, dude, fuck that. Like, are you serious? Like, that would be too much.
You gotta ask every time. Does this have peanuts?
You gotta get to that point where it's like, you're adding in all these things for immersion or survival purposes, but you just can't let it get too far because it does become.
I think what I've heard about Red Dead is
chore.
striking a good balance, because I've heard some things that's like, oh, hey, like, you should eat, but you don't need to eat. Like, you'll get weaker, but it won't lower your stats. You'll just be weaker for a time period until you eat, because you just haven't eaten, or like you haven't slept in a while, so like maybe you'll travel a little slower because you're tired. So it's not like decreasing your stats, it's more how it's making you travel in the game.
I see.
Which is okay.
That's a nice-
okay
that's
with
a
that.
nice-
it wouldn't be
compromise.
too bad.
Yeah,
it wouldn't
yeah.
be too bad.
Like, you have to clean your weapons. You gotta take care. Like, food can spoil. Like, if you shoot a deer, you can't just be like out there for a month. The deer's not gonna be good anymore.
That's not
Like,
new. Yeah, that's not
like-
new. Yeah, that's
So-
things like that. I think that's that.
But what I really
That
like
falls in
about
a good balance.
detail like that is stuff that God of War also did was I like the conversation between the characters. I like that stuff. Like I
Yeah.
know there'll be a point where if you go and murder like 10 people and you go back to your camp, they'll be like while you're sitting around your camp, they'll be like, man, dude, you really went on a murder
you really
spree,"
just
like,
ruthless
stuff like
killer,
that.
aren't you?
Like and that will be a dynamic conversation you'll have with that person because they talk to you, which I think is super cool.
I
Like
do like that.
I think that's really cool.
I do like that.
So
I think it
that
just
kind of
kinda
immersion
falls,
I like.
falls along the lines of the
Right.
immersion. You know,
Yeah, that's
add details to add to the immersion, but not so much then you feel like you actually have to.
Yeah, like a good example is when I was playing God of War and Atreus said something snarky to me. I was like, "What did you say to me, boar?" Like I got mad, dude. I got mad.
Fuck,
Like,
you think you were doing what?
like I got pissed. Like that's a sense of immersion that some games don't have. So I like that. That
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
detail.
Does Red Dead have dynamic dialogue?
Define what you mean by
Say,
that.
let's say you were in a gunfight and you killed 15 people.
Mhm.
So your conversation with the townsfolk were like, "Oh man, are you the dude? Are you the guy that killed 15
Well, if
people?"
you, I know if you go fight some people or like go shoot someone
Uh-huh.
and there's a witness or something, they'll be like, "Oh fuck!" They'll go run over to the sheriff and they'll be like, "Oh, do I have to go stop that guy? Like, do I have to? Do I like? You can go chase him and be like, "Hey, I'll give you some money. You didn't see anything," or like you could beat the crap out of him or
Okay.
something like that. So
Beat the
it's
crap
kind of
out of
along
him.
those lines,
Yeah.
Okay.
which is cool. Or like if someone's like in a bear trap, you can just walk by and help them or be like, "Oh, sorry, man."
Just
that's
walk
so crazy."
away. It's like, please help me. Nah.
No, but like
Nah, you
if,
fucked,
if,
dude.
if the game kept track of when you killed someone, let's say you killed someone when you played like 4 days ago, and then during the dialogue they're like, "Hey, you killed this person
Yeah,
4
yeah.
days ago."
Yeah,
like,
they do
like
have
on
that.
your time.
It's game time. It's not. It's in the game within the game time. Yeah.
No, break that. What do you call that? Break
The fourth wall.
The fourth wall.
No.
I don't know that's been added now.
No.
No.
An example, I think the closest thing to an example that I can give you that the game does is like, hey, you shot this woman's husband like a week ago, and now you came in the town to buy something, and that woman is like, oh, I fucking hate that guy. I'm gonna go report that guy to the sheriff or something.
Right,
Like
right.
it'll be something like that.
But we've seen that, I guess. When you brought up like
Not to that level though.
realistic dialogue, because you're right, God of War. When you put me on that, the dialogue in the cutscenes, it was like watching a movie, man. It was friggin' awesome.
Yeah.
Man, I can't wait till games start doing that, like where they actually they
Yeah,
play
like,
more with that dialogue.
NPCs have like routines and everything. It's like, all right, it's nighttime. Gotta close up shop. Like if you go into their shop, they'll be like, why are you
Routines,
here?
the
It's closed. Like
Places
leave.
they'll be at certain times, the people they'll interact with.
Yeah, or like say you're playing. You usually log off at 1:30 a.m. your time.
Mhm.
You talk to a townsfolk. Isn't it about close to your bedtime now? Like, oh shit! Like, oh, man.
that would be a
That's
little
nice.
too far.
All right, Mom. Thanks.
That's a little too far, I think.
Yeah,
Like
CK Ixie. Yeah, I don't think we should let it get like Westworld.
Yeah, it's a
Where-
little too.
Have you
far.
seen Westworld? Great show, absolutely great show.
It's a show.
It's a
Not a game.
it's a
It's
show.
a Michael Crichton.
It's an
it's based
it's
off Michael
HBO,
Crichton's
right?
novel, one of Michael Crichton's books, so it's gonna be good.
It's HBO.
Yes.
HBO. Yeah. So yeah, you know it's fantastic and it's high budget.
Is it
Okay.
Michael
But
Crichton?
basically,
Yeah.
the whole premise is it's like there's like this place where you can spend ridiculous amounts of money to basically play a real life video game where all the characters,
Uh-huh.
the NPCs,
Uh-huh.
are like hyper realistic, like androids or cyborgs or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so, but like the whole show is that they're doing a lot of, people do a lot of crazy stuff. They kill and they rape and then and they.
It's very like realizing.
It's basically like realizing the darkness that's within all of us and all that kind of stuff, and doing some really messed up shit. And because even though these
yeah.
things are fabricated, androids or whatever, the made or the lab, they have simulated like emotions and stuff like that. They have experiences. To them it is real.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
The best,
so
the best human stories always focus on things that aren't human because it gives you that frame of mind of like, why would this thing do that? It's like, oh,
Yeah.
that's what humans.
I don't want to feel actual remorse for killing somebody in a game. I
I'm
have to stop. I'm like, I don't want to kill this
Like,
guy.
I
He's
murdered
got
50 people today.
This guy's got a wife and kids, man. I don't know if I want to kill this guy.
Is this a new show?
Westworld?
Relatively new.
Not too new.
I mean,
How
Not
many
too new.
seasons in?
They got a couple seasons
3?
in. I think like 3 seasons.
I'm.
It's good, man.
You guys know everything about everything.
It kinda
we're
reminds
just
me of Ghost in the Shell
Up
a
to
little
date
bit.
a little bit. Yeah, a little bit when it comes
Like
to
the androids
the whole
and-
talking
and-
about the nature of humanity
Yeah,
and all
yeah,
that
yeah.
kind of stuff. But
Blade
I mean,
Runner-y.
it's
Blade Runner-y.
a fantastic show. Fantastic, very graphic. Don't let your kid watch it.
So we were okay. You guys know a lot about everything, but you know what? We were talking about Adrian Peterson yesterday, and JD
know.
didn't know who that was.
Yeah, like who?
So-
What? Who? Adrian? Who? I don't know.
Well, by the way, it's noon, so let's wrap
Oh
up,
yeah.
guys. It's
All
lunch
right.
time.
It's getting that time, folks.
All
I
right,
got work
everyone
to
wants
do.
to go to lunch.
I got lunch to eat. We got anything else? We send that, and I think that's it. I think we covered everything.
Yeah, we're gonna send you off with another picture of this awesome Red Dead case.
Send you
and
off.
this map that also comes with the case, which is cool.
Remember, guys.
Doesn't really
cool.
show anything, but
That's cool.
it's a map.
It's a map, yeah. Remember, guys, to like and subscribe. Remember to follow us on Twitters and YouTube and Twitch. And just see what we're up to. Like I said, we're gonna be playing Red Dead 2 this
We
weekend.
read that a lot.
We've been playing Red Dead a lot, so if you want to see our gameplay and watch us suck at video games, you are more than welcome to. Oh yeah, like I said, t-shirts. We got the t-shirts. Let us know if y'all want them. Hit us up. Drop your gamer tag or whatever you want to say on there,
forget about our
and we'll
website,
get you a nice,
YouTube.
Yeah.
you a nice t-shirt.
Specify we just need your gamer tag, the size that you need, and white or black.
White or black. So, alrighty, folks. Well, it's been real. We all thank you for coming, and we will see you next time.
As always, have a good one.
Peace out. And he's got to walk
Yeah, I
over
gotta
and
walk
stop the
all the way
stream.
over here.
So
After
we're
that
just
amazing send off.
We're just gonna,
I love our awkward send-offs.
it's our calling card,
and
honestly.
we'll just kind of fade.
Our calling card is
away.
never starting or ending the stream
Right now.
right. So that's what